The battery might be cooked. It is. Two feet. Okay, idea from Jerry here. Gonna go get the siding, and this Cometic's got about 9 feet of surface. I'm gonna add that piece of plywood just at the back here like this. Very simple. Give me an extra 1.5 or 2 feet for when I lay the siding on. Instead of me putting that in now all the way, I'm just gonna do this. I'll bring my drill with me, and this essentially will just hold it here. I finally got myself a proper snowmobile jacket, and it's 50% off at the local snowmobile dealer, so I couldn't pass up the deal because these things aren't cheap. But I've been riding with parkas for a long time, and sometimes I like just going out in my wool or whatever, but I like this one because it doesn't have a lot of logos on it. It's just like pretty much straight black with a little bit of gray. And it matches my snowmobile. I think I'm stuck. The hill here has turned to mush. I gotta take off my Cometic. I gotta try to figure if I can get myself out of this. Now I do have a shovel with me, but hopefully I don't need to use it. I'm gonna detach the Cometic, turn it around. I need to back up. I don't think there's any way I can pull out of this. I'm just gonna spin out. She weighs a ton. Oh, Jay. Oh no. Big mistake down here. Boy, I'm lucky I made it this far. Locking nuts. I have them at the cabin. And when I built this, I put it together. And I did have some locking nuts, but they stripped on me. So I had to go pick up new ones. And in the meantime, I just used normal old nuts. I forgot to put the locking nuts on. And so the locking nuts would have been much better because I've lost 2 of the nuts. And this thing is hanging on by a thread. Hopefully that can hang on. All I did was twist it on with my gloves. So in case you're new to the channel, a guy by the name of Cliff owns the cabin behind me, and he watches my videos and has a lot of siding here on the property, and he told me to come and just have at her. Essentially, he wants it off the property, and I am in need of siding, so it's a great partnership. And Cliff, if you're watching this, I'm going to ruin your trail here, man. It's just like mush. And hopefully I don't make it too bad, but you know what it is. It's this time of year. Ah. Oh, yeah. Man, you gotta love these big machines, the big wide tracks, the articulating rear part of the track goes up over the snow in reverse. Love it. It's always smart to put the Comatic on the snowmobile, like hitch it, latch it, whatever to the snowmobile before you load it. See how far back do I want that to go? Maybe there. Whoa. You can see what's happening here. Without this piece of wood, this thing is really going to drop right here. Like, watch. It's going to start to do that. But if I have this piece of wood here, it will help for sure. Just keep things in place a little bit better. I think for now, if I can just take the beige stuff, I'd be really happy with that. It's a nice color. He's got quite a bit of it. Is there enough to do the whole cabin? I do not know. And Cliff said he'll help me this summer if I do need more of it. Lots of manual labor this winter, and I think that's really improved my quality of life. If you're new to my channel, or if you're unaware, I'm a full-time YouTuber now. I quit my 19-year career, and I've always had a passion for the outdoors, and now I'm just taking it to the next level. And I used to sit at a desk all the time in my previous job, and now I'm just non-stop working, physical work. And you know, I'm in the prime of my life, you know, and man, the aches and pains in my body have left me. I used to get insane neck pains, insane shoulder pains, arm pains, sitting at a desk, looking down all the time. Wasn't great for me at all. And this winter, I really feel like a lot of those have just left my body because of all of the manual labor, the lifting, the pushing, the pulling, the bending over, you know what I mean? The stretching. It's really changed my life for the better. 100. Is that enough to do the cabin? I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. But because I have that questionable hitch, this weighs a ton. It might not look like it, but it does. There's a lot going on here. I'm going to be pushing my machine to the limit. And the snow is terrible. And so if I have time before the end of the winter to come back and get the rest of the beige, I'll do it. Now, as Jerry likes to say, I follow his advice on a lot of things. Siding is like snot, and I think that means it's slippery. Hopefully that didn't offend any of you. He's like, oh, siding's like snot. You got to make sure that you got it locked in really nicely, tight and tight, because he said if one piece goes, then they're all going to want to go. And that's why I have the tarp at the back end. So you see what I mean? Now that I've got this around the back, I'm really stopping this from having anywhere to go. See how well that's working? There's a lot there, right? So that board, great idea. These little side arms here. Very, very happy with this. That ride was pretty interesting. Holy, the boggin or the Comatic weighs a ton. I put that machine to the test. Coming up that hill was pretty fun too. She wanted to tip, pull catwalks. I'm gonna leave it all here. I gotta get back into town. Safe to say it's the end of the ice road season. Maybe 1 or 2 more days left. Ice road is a wreck. Okay guys, the ice road is absolutely insane today. It is insane. It is the last day for the ice road for sure. Not necessarily dangerous yet, but white knuckle for sure. And I'm in a situation where I need to get my truck and my trailer, because my trailer is here on site, back. And I need to get it back as soon as possible and drop it off. And then I'm gonna snowmobile back here. Now, if I had one of you here, I would get you to pull down on this real tight, sit on it, whatever. But it should be fine. I just don't want this thing going all over the place because it's going to really be rough and the snowmobile is gonna wanna move. Slippery. I'm going to do my best to capture as much of this as possible. I've got this action camera here and boy, I just really want you guys to see how nuts it is, especially the last like 2 kilometers bonkers. Well, you just have to hammer and go. Anytime you get sucked down in to these big pools of water on this really slippery ice, you just can't stop. You go and go and go and go. This is just like 60 yards outside of my cabin. It's instant. Here we go. Here we go. That's not even close to the worst part. Not even close. Okay, there's moments on this lake where I just gotta hammer it. You guys okay? Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Whoa. Oh, baby. Big one. Big one. Oh, made it. Wow. That's intense stuff. It's wicked fun, though. Okay, so today I need to install scratchers on my snowmobile. That is what they are called. And really need to put them on because it is crazy icy out there now. And I'm back. By the way, I'm back. I snowmobile back. Just hustled it. Didn't record the snowmobile drive back because you guys have seen me snowmobile 1,000 times. And I just wanted to get back here. The truck is safe and the trailer is safe. They won't be back on the ice road for another 8 months. I would say maybe 9. It would be January. Yeah, like maybe early January 2026, I'll be able to drive all the way in here. But I can still snowmobile for the next week or two. And it's just so icy out there. And the snow on top of the ice is really flattening and it's becoming super crusty. And you need loose snow to keep your snowmobile cool and to keep your track lubricated. And you have these things, they're called scratchers. You put them on your snowmobile, you drop them down, they scratch the snow as you're driving really fast, and they throw snow up underneath your tunnel. The cool snow effect is transferred to your engine. It keeps your engine nice and cold. And so I got these scratchers now. And they're just like these springy guys. These little metal guys right here are the scratchers. And you just screw them on here. Wow. This guy's not long enough for me. If it was about that long, I'd have this off by now. Holy crow, guys. I've got this extra bar. If I can give myself a bit of leverage, then that'll help. There we go. Yep, that's all I need to do. Oh. there it is. I think it was Loctite stuff. There it is, yeah. I was looking around like crazy for something. I found this. So lucky. This is for a jack. The exact same thing. Give you a bit of leverage with a jack. Uh-oh, now I'm in trouble. Now I'm in trouble. Nowhere in the instruction manual does it say you need to lift the track. It just says, take off the bolt. I bet you some of you are watching going, Jay, what are you doing? I do have a jack. There we go. Easy. I don't want to go up too high. Just enough so I can get that screw in there. Here's the thing. Do I do it popped up or do I not? There we go. Wow. Yeah, that one was easy. That's what I'm talking about. All that leverage. You know what? It might be that I have the tunnel lifted and it took pressure off of it. Maybe that's all it was. This is good. I'm learning stuff, man. I am learning stuff, man. It's hard to see. There's a little hole right there. You force the spring into it. There. Like that. And that's what's going to force the spring to actually kick into gear when it's time. I think, honestly, the amount of pressure that was put on the track, just from it sitting down, was a big reason why I was struggling with this. There we go. No, she's on now. And you see, when I drop it, it's going to do that. And it's just going to drag. And it's going to make everything perfect. So you see? There it is, right there. You take it off, and that thing is just going to be whipping up. And then when you're done, you just come back and pop it right in there. Good to go. I'll put the rivets in. It'll look really nice. Just not this season. Unbelievable how well those work. They are just ripping this ice and ripping this ice. And I have to say, very, very pleased. That is absolutely perfect. Amazing. Dripping. Oh, look at that color. Look at that. Absolutely delicious. And it just melts in your mouth when it's cooked perfectly. And I love onion on a steak. Just a perfect combination for me. Anyway, it's late. It's like 9 o'clock, 9:30. And still a little bit bright out that time of year when the daylight, eventually it's going to be 24-hour daylight here. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy this meal. I'm going to enjoy the evening. And I will see you guys in the morning. Okay, I'm going to take a moment away from the work and talk to you guys. Some important stuff about this channel. Okay, it's important. So I just want to talk to you guys about it. We are like entering the spring shoulder season. There's 2 shoulder seasons, fall, spring. And there's not much you can do, especially me, during the shoulder season. When things start to freeze in the fall, I can't get here because the lake's too dangerous to be on a boat because everything is freezing, and the lake's too dangerous to be on a snowmobile because it's just starting to freeze. So you have to wait. Same thing goes in the spring. You have to wait until everything melts. It's the opposite of the fall. Right? Once this lake gets too dangerous, I can't snowmobile on it, and then I got to wait for it to be completely, all that ice has to be melted before I can get my boat out here. Weeks, right? We're talking weeks. 6, 7 weeks. No videos at the cabin. Same thing happened in the fall. It's about to happen now. And doing 2 videos a week is not easy. I can tell you that. Even when I can access this place, like directly in a truck, that usually takes me about 45 minutes or so to get out here from town. Doing 2 videos a week is a hustle. That is a hustle. And I enjoy it. Like once I'm done my edit and I hit upload on YouTube, I'm like, oh, I did it again. Yes, here we go. That video is going to be up in 6 hours. It's Tuesday night and I go to bed. And then I wake up on Wednesday and it's like, all right, I got to think about Sunday's video. Let's go. And then Saturday night, usually it's like, all right, hit the upload button. Yay, I did it. And then I go to sleep and I wake up on Sunday morning and I go, all right, I got 2 days to get one ready for Wednesday. So intense, right? It can be intense. And my schedule's all over the place, but I make it work. And I think over the last 6 months, I've missed maybe 3 Wednesdays. So that's like, you're talking like a year's worth of videos if you're just doing one a week over the last 6 months. And when I remember watching Outdoor Boys, when I first got into his channel, he did 5 years in a row, 1 video a week. That's insane. Where's the break, right? Where's the pause? And I know that he travels the world and does all kinds of, those can be seen as breaks, but he's got that camera going left, right, and center all the time. Then he's got to edit it. So he was doing 1 video a week for 5 years. And he got to a point after all of that really hard work, he earned the subs and the power to just do once every 2 weeks. Slow things down. Way to go. And I get it. And maybe someday I'll be like that. I don't know. I'm not planning on slowing down. I like 2 videos a week. As a full-time YouTuber now, 2 videos a week really helps me, right? I love putting up the 2 videos a week because of the growth of the channel and because it puts food on the table. It really does. And but now I'm getting to a point where I might even be able to do 1 video a week, right? I'm going to get out to the tent. Both tents are still set up. I'm going to get out to them and I'll touch on those, hopefully within the next couple of weeks. And this cabin, maybe once I'll be back, and it's a shutdown. And then what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What if there was like a recipe or like a cooking video? I like the idea of thinking about a cooking video maybe once a week during the shoulder seasons, and then every once in a while, depending on the success of it, where I am going to cook something that I've never cooked before, that comes from another part of the world, okay? And comes from you. And I learn, because I'm a fryer. I fry everything, right? I mean, I do not just fry every single thing, but like last night I fried a steak in some butter and oil. Delicious, by the way. Absolutely amazing. I want to eat that for the rest of my life. Just a steak and onions. That was it. But there's nothing fancy there. There's no challenge. Anyone can throw a steak down on some heat and eat it. What about like some really challenging, exquisite, from scratch recipes? Like imagine a recipe from Africa, the Middle East, Asia, Germany, the UK, Brazil, South America. Like there's people who watch my channel are from all over the world, and I know there are some phenomenal meals out there that I could eat and I could try to cook, and it would be like me learning how to do this, right? And I had so much fun learning how to do this. I did a lot of things right and a lot of things wrong. In the end, I'm sitting in this place. I'm sitting in this place that I built. And I get a lot of criticism and I get a lot of love, and it's all good. It's all good because I look at the criticism and I look at the love and I put them together and I just keep going. And maybe I could do that with a cooking segment, a cooking show. And you know, like Fowler, Makeshift and Makery and Mischief and Makery, whatever his channel. That guy had a huge, like it's still big. He still has a big channel, millions of subs, or at least 1 million. And that guy he could build this and make it look unbelievable. He's got talent beyond belief. He won a loan, and he's got an insane brain when it comes to putting things together. He has this little side cooking channel where it's like a catch and cook. He goes, he catches something because he's a huge fish. He loves fish or whatever, any sort of game, and then he'll bring it back and he'll cook it. I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be more like, okay, here's what we got. This is what I got to cook today. This is what I need to get. This is what I got to do. These are the things I got to use. I got to use a certain type of pot. I need a certain type of heat. It needs to look like this. It needs to fall apart like all of these things, because I'm not like a great cook. I just love eating food, but I want to eat. I would love to try like brand new things. And I like imagine I'm just doing like some kind of crazy like meal from Texas. So many subs on this channel are from Texas. I get Texas is like the state on this channel. I'm pretty sure it's like the #1 state in terms of viewers. Like give me something like really good from Texas. Intense, hot, spicy, whatever it is. But can't be simple. Can't be just a barbecue. It's got to be like, here is a nice traditional Texan meal from Texas. And this is going to take you like a day, right? And can you do it? And this is what you're going to need. And it would be like me working on the cabin, doing something new for the first time. This channel is my name, right? So I can do a lot. If I was like the cabin guy, it probably should just be like videos about cabin. If I was the tent man, it should just be videos about tents or along those lines. Maybe if it was like Jay Cooks, you would expect to see every video based on cooking. But because my channel is my name, there's a lot of freedom there. I can take my channel in any direction I want, you know, and face the risks. And so, in the comment section, let me know. And if I get 7,500 likes, okay? And this isn't a push for likes. I don't even know how many likes I get on videos anymore. I think I get quite a few likes, which I really love. And it's not a push for likes. It's not. It's so I can gauge whether or not this might be something that could do well. And something that maybe you guys could take part in. And what I'm going to do is, if I get the 7,500 likes, okay, I'm going to go, okay, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. And what I'll do is I'll create an email specific, or maybe I'll call it like Jay's Recipes or Recipes for Jay at whatever, gmail.com or something. I don't know. I'll come up with something. And you guys can send me recipes. Detailed. Okay? It can't be like it can't be simple stuff. It would have to be stuff that is going to challenge me and it's going to sustain a video. Right? It's got to be, I got to get like 25 minutes out of the thing. 25 minutes. Has to go that length. So yeah, like it could be something for me to just really fill these shoulder seasons on the channel. And something for me to do with you guys, right? And like I said, I'm really dedicating this channel. I've been saying it to Crystal. I'm dedicating it to my subs. And not that I'm going to do everything you guys say, kind of dedication. It's like when I'm out here doing things, I'm not thinking about I need to explode and I need to blow up. And I just want to do the things that I love to do. I want to be me as much as possible. I want to communicate with you guys. And I want you guys to feel like we're having a good time together. And if people don't like it, then they can move on. But I'm not going to try to go super duper explosive and fancy. And please give me 10 million views on this video. No. Steady. Good. Jay and the subs. So, yeah, let me know in the comment section. Also, 7,500 likes. I'll be keeping an eye on the likes. And if I see 7,500, I'm going to go, okay, that's a lot of people. 7,500 people. All right. They want to watch me try to cook some kind of crazy meal from another part of the world. And it's coming from you guys. Yeah, okay. Here's my situation. I need to put my red boggin back together. I need to put the hitch on it. I cannot put this Comatic on my trailer with my snowmobile. They will not fit together. This Comatic is huge. It weighs too much. But I can fit my red boggin and my snowmobile on my trailer together. Impossibility. No. There's no way. Yeah. Whoa, baby. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay. These guys are so loose. Oh yeah. I can just take it off by hand. I got to keep all these things together. And next year I for sure need to get the locking nuts. I'm definitely gonna have to get, I'll take the measurements of this guy and I'll bring it to the welder this summer and get him to make me one. And then I can have a tow bar on this. I can live on this one. One thing about this guy that I really like, you can just flick it around. Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, this is fun, man. Okay. Oh yeah, you just gotta tap it. Deadly. Okay, getting it now. Yes, man. I can do this all day. What a cool idea. Whoever came up with this is a genius. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do, just lay this here. That is not inviting to any animal. Very, very sharp. And so if a bear wants to get in, he's gonna have a job ahead of him for sure. And this is a pretty good defense. So hopefully it does a good job. You know, he stands on it, pokes the bottom of his foot, and he says, that's not fun, and then he gets out of here. That is the hope. That's the last thing I'll do before I leave. I gotta take away any advantage a bear can get. This ladder is an advantage for sure. Climb up there and smash through the windows if it can. Just gotta find a spot for it now. Perfect. Now I've had this old one on site for, well, since I've arrived here. Started using this cabin, and I don't know if it's worked. Maybe it has. But that won't be fun if a bear wants to get up on that. Lots of stuff to come in this cabin. And I know I repeat myself at the end of every video, but I just want to remind you guys that there is a ton to come on the channel. And I just love making these videos, and I hope you guys enjoy them. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back really soon.